Hi guys, if you're tuning in for the first time or if you're seeing my channel for the first time, my name is Pt1. I am just a bubbly person. I'm just full of life, so I just like to take you guys along with my daily activity because I do fun stuff. I'm self-employed, you know. I am what they would call like, the right person. I'm that person that really shows the American dream, if you know what I'm talking about. So I work at my own time, do my own things, travel, have fun, on my own time. I don't do 9 to 5 anything. So if you're interested in like being your own boss, give me a holler. I can give you some tip on some, things you can do, business you can do. One thing I'll advise everybody: if you can go into digital marketing, my dear, I think that's the future. That is the present and that's the future. So look for a way to go into it. I don't really know how, but I know that's from the little research I've done so far. Yeah, that's the way to go. But before you get into that, if you still need other way, you see, in this country you cannot survive with your paycheck alone. You got to have a side thing going on. Anyway, someone asked me, somebody that knew me personal was like, hey, why don't you say something about talk about sickle cell anemia? If you don't know, a person living with sickle cell anemia. I don't talk about it all the time. Hey, you don't go around announcing, telling everybody, hey, I have sickle cell, But if it ever comes up, hey, I will gladly say, hey, yes, I have sickle cell. And people are like, okay, so how are you able to do what you do? And that's why I'm here today, to talk about it. I tell people I'm a miracle. Yes. If you have never, ever, ever believed in miracle or believed in God, this is an example here. If I tell you I'm a miracle, yes, I'm a miracle. I was that kid that the doctor said, hey, give up on her because she's not going to make it past 18 years old. But hello. I keep telling everybody, science is not anything. Okay, we prove science wrong all the time. Why? Because there is a God. Whether you believe it or you don't believe it, that's on you. So I'm not saying that maybe I did anything or whatever, but I just really considered myself blessed. I'm not just lucky, but I'm blessed. I mean, to be here, because I've seen along the line, if you ever get to where I am in life, you will know you must have lost a lot of people along the way. People that are not sick, not to talk of when you have my condition. So in my sickle cell community, I cannot even tell you how many funerals I've been to. But so thank God that we're still here. By the way, one thing that is very important, like when somebody wants to share their story of sickle cell, it's always good to tell people how old you are so they know how far you have come. For me, I'm 53 years old. I'm actually gonna be 54 in June, Hey, so I have actually surprised myself, that I must say. But one thing I've learned in life is when you have your back to the wall, honestly, then you will find the power you never thought you had. Because that's exactly what happened to me. I cannot remember, besides having surgeries or whatever, I cannot remember the last time I actually was hospitalized for sickle cell crisis. I mean, I've been in hospitals for surgeries and all that stuff, but besides that one, I mean, I'm not saying I don't have crisis or anything. I just had an episode 2 weeks ago. Yeah. But I normally take care of my pain at home. I try not to go to the hospital, I mean, I'm in really bad pain, like bad sickle cell crisis, that I need to be in the hospital, but I just say no, I'm not going. Because I've seen a lot of especially in this country, I mean, I wouldn't lie to you, sickle cell patients, they're not treated very nicely. They're very nicely in this country. So I hear stories about it a lot. I've only experienced it one time, So, and I tell myself, if you keep going to the hospital all the time, I'm not saying don't go to the hospital. If you have to, you have to. Come on, people that have sickle cell, you know what I'm talking about. If you have to, you have to go. But one thing is, you have to know your body. You have to know your body. It gets to a point that you yourself, that, hey, if I don't call an ambulance now, I might end up in the morgue. So that's when, of course, you go in. But for me, all of a sudden, I mean, sometimes I'm kind of scared, because I've seen people that said, hey, they went for a period of 10 years without having crisis, and all of a sudden, boom, it hit them. They came down with so many different complications. That has not been my case, and I pray that that's not my case. But one thing that I've seen that really, really helped me, honestly, there's something I will be like, whoever invented this thing, please, let's give them a clap for them, please. Heating pad has saved my life.